Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show.
Kris, I'm sad because I heard about the new top-level domains that are available. You know, your dot photographies and your dot galleries and your dot lightings and such.
Dot lobotomies?
Yeah, dot lobotomy. Yeah, I have to get a dot removed. It's a dotomy. And I checked out right before I got online to see if podcast.guru was still available, and no, it was not. Pod.guru is not available. Love.guru is not available. So I think that there is some kind of like first round of bidding for the things that people are actually going to want to get, and that's how they keep the economy going. It's much like Bitcoin in that way.
How do you know whether something's available or not?
You go to a popular search engine for which domains are available. Usually it is through your registrar. The one that we use did not review. It just said like, hey, these ones are taken.
Okay.
So I can't be the pod.guru.
What if I just go to Google and search one, will that tell me whether it's there?
No. I mean, you can go to hover.com. That is, as this isn't a sponsor read, this isn't our way of that. How crazy would that be if that was the way we did a sponsor read? You can't get what you want. It's his website. Don't go there, but go there. Shit.
I'm sure that I tried butt.guru.
Yeah.
And there is actually something on iTunes called Butt Guru. The best training coach to squeeze your cheeks into taunt submission.
Lithe. You must be lithe.
Butt kegels.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Kris and Kole Ross.
Aren't butt kegels just what you do to stop yourself from pooping in the car?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think if you're using it as an exit only, yes.
Okay. You know, I think that like the great tragedy of our time is that we don't acknowledge that techniques have multiple uses. Holy shit, I'm looking at my window. Do you want to know, like, roughly how thick the ice is on the tree outside my office window?
A quarter inch.
I would say about a quarter inch. I didn't realize. I haven't been outside in 3 days, so...
Oh, really?
No, that's a lie.
I haven't been outside in 2.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm furious. I'm sorry. I'm in a bad mood.
You are? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's terrible.
Is there a reason?
I get this drain that won't drain.
Tried snaking it?
It does not have two purposes.
No?
It does not have 2 uses. It is only a drain.
Well, it's not really a drain if the water doesn't go anywhere.
It will not drain. Now, yeah. I mean, it's functioning, I guess, right now as a container.
Right. It's a cup. It's like a built-in cup.
Full of nasty weirdness I don't want to drink.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's likely a lot of it came out of you.
9 shavings ago. Ugh, yeah, right?
Yeah, that's...
No, I snaked it. Oh, I snaked it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took it apart, and then I couldn't put it back together. And then when I did put it back together, I broke it. So then I had to go out of the house.
Okay.
And go to the store and get new parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I snaked it some more, and I put it together, and I loaded it up with water, and no water leaked, but of course no water drained.
So then
I thought, well, I'll go to the store and buy some Drano. So I pour the gel Drano down there.
Right, that's what you want when it's stopped, right?
And then I give it a little blast of the gallon of regular.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if they're supposed to mix the gel and the regular or not, but I did.
Makes deadly mustard gas.
Not any more lightheaded than I was to start with. So, yeah. So it's working now.
Yeah? No, it's running?
No. I mean, the Drano's soaking while we do our game here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I gotcha. Well, Okay, so when we're doing the outro, what you have to do is you have to go and check it and see, and we'll check back in on it. I think that everybody is very interested in this.
Share in my failure.
No, that's fine. So like, we'll do the actual episode intro ourselves. But here's a shocking fact about me: I'm an incredibly hairy person. Okay,
right?
And so I just generally keep like a thing of Drano around. For the kitchen sink, not the kitchen, yeah, for the kitchen sink, because that's where I shave with a big old chef's knife, which I strap on some jeans that I have just laying around. No, for my bathroom sink, just cause sometimes after I do a little beard trim, like the thing stops up, and I got old pipes here. So if you're ever coming over, you can there are two things you can bring me: either a roll of paper towels or a big old thing of Drano, because you always have a use for those things. Hey, Chris, what episode is this?
This is episode number 129 of the internet comedy podcast, Those Damn Ross Kids.
My name is Kole Harry Ross.
My name is Chris.
Mm-hmm. And we're here to entertain your asses. Chris, so in order to get in the mood for this show, because we often talk about things that are nasty, uncouth, beyond the pale, so it's not appropriate for all ages, and sometimes you have to, as we've discussed, shift registers in order to get into a place where you're comfortable talking about these things. And there is something that I think is. It's either a computer that is out there making unintentionally beautiful poetry, or it is the collective unconscious. And when I say unconscious, I mean like these real deep, dark corners, okay? Like really, really deep down there. And this is the PornMD live search feed. Okay?
Say what?
The PornMD live search feed. So PornMD, you'll remember from a good long while back, we were talking about this map that came about that was not only the world but like down to individual states of like the top 10 pornography search terms for a given area. This is that same thing. So this is an arm of the Pornhub network. So talking about a couple of different pornography sites that are like these free clip kind of things. And what this does is it takes search terms, like whatever anybody is searching in that, and you can filter it by, straight, gay, or tranny, and you can see what people are looking for, like in their deepest, darkest moments. And by deepest, darkest moments, I mean right now at 1:12 p.m. on a Sunday. what they're going for. So if you want to play along at home, you can go to pornmd.com/live-search, and you're gonna see some stuff you weren't really sure was around before.
Why don't you give me a baseline?
Give you a baseline? Oh, just like it's auto scrolling. So you got some stuff.
No, literally play a baseline. Tickle. Hannah NVG. HD3. Lesbian fuck urethra. Double penetration black small cock training. Eva naughty anal. That's naughty. Notty. Emergency IQ. Monica Sweetheart Angel. Moroccan Arabic movies. Sextreme ass cocktails. Cum swap kiss. Instructions. Stroke my pussy. Japanese mother.
Okay, that's enough. Bodybuilder squirt. Old seduces young. Nebraska co-eds, all one word, and then last word is fuck.
Asian bukkake lick.
Ugh. And like just the most popular search terms are also pretty revealing as well, such as in the alphabetical list, the first one that comes up that isn't a number is abused. People are broken like this.
Sincere anal.
I want you to know, baby, from the top of my heart, I mean this.
Speaking of bottle insertion.
Okay.
No.
That was a hell of a segue. Backdoor to China. Huh, somebody's a wrestling fan. So I'm just going to keep this on in the background. So I wanted people to be made aware of that, just because it seems very much in our wheelhouse.
I wonder who this Kazami Nagisa is.
I don't know. There's a Hitomi Tanaka who comes up a lot.
Oh, there they are.
Yep, that's this person.
Both in real life and cartoon. I didn't know that you could actually click them.
Yeah, no. You might want to burn your computer.
Lioness anal gape?
I can't. See, you're focusing on like the ones that are just like straight up, just like straight up pornographic. I'm more interested in like the ones that are like weird, like
family impregnated.
Okay, so the really weird ones are over in the tranny section. So I don't like that term. Fart asshole farting, Indian fat auntie. Let's see here. Back.
German.
Party girls club.
Huge balls, small dick.
Dart teen. Like it's pretty funny. Some of the ones that are just denying. I don't know. I ought to close this because it's very distracting. But yeah, that is totally a thing.
Busty hentai giantess porn.
See, it is unintentional poetry in its finest form.
What is a giantess?
Like a big lady. Yeah. So
Bob Barker.
that tiny skinny microphone. It goes places.
Punjab girls.
Oh man, is that slang? Is that like a derogatory term for an Indian person or a person from the Indian subcontinent? Because I hear that and it seems so unsavory, and like most slurs for, I would say, like the non-standard American minorities. Like they just feel icky and gross to me in a way that isn't just straight up, you know, like when somebody drops like just a, you know, like any kind of racial slur. It's like, you know what, just be a better human, please. But like some of those weirdly specific ones are, you know, it's kind of like it feels like I'm on an alien planet. What'd you see? You're laughing. You're not listening to me.
I have no clue what you just said because I did not realize that there were people with farm fetishes that don't involve animals.
Mm-hmm. Pitchforks, bale loaders, lofts.
No clue. They got these pens and these women are like wrapped up in shrink wrap and they're laying in beds of straw like in crates. And evidently the fantasy is that it's a farm for cloned women.
Oh, that is unsavory, Chris.
Yeah.
So, like, it's women are literal livestock, according to this fantasy.
Yeah, but they're not, like, playing in mud. They're, like, cold packed.
Stacked like cordwood.
Basically.
Good God.
A ship like a naked lady lamp.
I don't even know. I fear that I accidentally let the genie out of the bottle, Chris. Also, the search term passed by genie in a bottle. Man. So after we record today, I need to do Chili Day Take 2.
Why? What happened?
Oh, so a couple weeks ago, roughly once a month, I make chili. I cook up a big crock pot of chili.
Mexican drug cartel torture?
That is dark. That is the darkest thing.
It's very specific.
Yeah. That person was on a mission. I think he had a specific clip in mind.
Okay, so you're making chili.
Yeah. No, it's a regular thing. I make it. I have a bowl, and then I freeze the rest so that I have delicious chili meals about once a week for the next month. But the last time I made it, I accidentally bought tomato paste instead of tomato sauce. to use as kind of like the liquidy part of the base, and like what I have is just awful. Like I tried having some for lunch, and it's like nope, real bad. And I've held on to it for weeks, being reluctant to eat it. So I need to do Chili Day Mark II.
Do that.
Yeah. Makes my house smell delicious. Hey, Chris, do you have a story for me?
Probably.
This is what your day is about now, isn't it?
Pretty much. Oh, man. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
I don't know.
All right. Hey, a new FDA-approved painkiller isn't set to hit pharmacy shelves until, well, in a couple weeks by the time you hear this. But critics are warning that it will kill with just 2 pills. Zohydro, which the FDA gave the green light in October, against the advice of its advisory panel, will serve as a powerful pain pill for those who can't get relief from what's already out there. It contains the same basic ingredient, hydrocodone, as Vicodin, but it has 5 to 10 times the power, and without any acetaminophen.
Oh, okay. So that way it's safe.
Yeah. Now Tylenol free.
Yeah.
The acetaminophen normally deters savvy addicts from loading up on Vicodin for fear of liver damage. Yeah, because they're worried about liver damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not worried about anything, Chris.
Like OxyContin, Zohydro is a pure narcotic. But unlike OxyContin, the Zohydro, said to be released, isn't tamper-resistant and can easily be crushed, snorted, injected, and enjoyed.
Oh, wow. Somebody up in that pharmaceutical company is trying to start a party.
I think they're trying to kill white people.
I think that this is a calculated and cold plot to genocide our Rush Limbaughs.
Probably.
Okay. So genociding one person is just murder. Yeah, no, like white people would be all up on them pills.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's just payback for when we tried to kill the blacks with crack.
Well, yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Like, this is just Oxy, except they cook it up with some baking powder and resell it in the cul-de-sac. down
Chubby loving ass is so fat.
They're out there at the soccer games slinging rock, to the parents. I think the parents are just flopped over the bleachers, strung out, foaming at the mouth. You know, the dads, just completely emasculated. They're like, okay, I'm going well, let's take 5 of these and then wail on each other with chairs, and let's just feel this tomorrow. Wow.
I don't know. Why did you do this? Flexible teen rough gagging?
It's like it was made specifically for you.
Crazy.
Zohydro. Sounds like something from the Blade Runner universe. Somebody is trying to make a dystopian future happen where there are no white people left. Oh.
I'm Zod, man.
What's that?
I'm Zod.
Zohydro. Ugh. I don't even know. Is that a brand name or is that the chemical signature?
I don't know. I think it's just it's the name.
Chris, since we're talking about issues medical, can I give you a story that a listener shared with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is from John. He wrote in and he said, "Hey, happy you guys are back." And then at the end, on his sign off, he said, "Keep up the good work." And good has a question mark in parentheses behind it. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, John, but so he says, "Cole, I know you're a fan of Simpsons references, so you may get a kick out of this one. Why, if it isn't my old friend Mr. McGregor with a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg." Okay, so that is the Dr. Nick quote that underpins this entire thing. But Chris, surgery is weird. Okay, and it's getting even weirder over in London. All right. So you know how you can take out somebody's eyeball through their belly button with microsurgeries, incisions that are only a millimeter long that actually make you prettier after you're done with it.
little knife balls you swallow.
Yeah. No, you saw about the tummy cam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like, don't get a snake shoved up your butt trying to unclog your drain. Just swallow this space pill. It's the Jetsons. Run on a treadmill in space. It's fine. You're going to be A-okay. But no. So there's this guy, and this is over in England. I think that's where John is because all the articles he sent were from British news sources. But so there's this guy who had such a massive tumor on his leg that removing it was going to take like 18 hours. Right, like the doctors were, like, we're not going to be able to save the part of the leg that's, below the thigh, like everything from like the calf down, because it's just going to lose all the blood flow. So what they did in something that like actually is probably out of the Blade Runner universe, you have Chew, hanging over a vat full of eyeballs, talking to JF Sebastian, about how do we get the skin right, And what these doctors did was they just straight up removed his lower leg and attached it to his arm to keep it alive. They operated on the tumor, rebuilt the muscle down there, and then once everything was ready, they just redocked the lower leg back onto his body where it ought to be.
They put a pin in it.
Let's bookmark this. I can take this. Like, it's like when you're rearranging furniture, right? You have to make room to move stuff around. So you flop the bed up on its side and you put it out in the hallway, leaned up against the wall, move everything else around, bring it back in, and you're good. Except this time it's a human body part.
Sounds like a great idea.
So what I'm picturing is like some kind of hospital monster. Okay, so he's grown in a tank. He barely has feelings except for rage, and whenever they need to keep a body part alive, because that's that leg surgery kind of became an arm surgery. There, you take the body part you want to keep alive off of the patient, you attach it to the hospital monster in order to keep it alive for however long you need to do it, and then when it's time, you remove it from the hospital monster and put it back on the human, and then that person can go, right?
Little girl body farm.
God. Did I just introduce you to like a new fetish? Like,
Name's Cream Pie Kathy.
Is this what you're like going to be all about now?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That idea is retro in Russia.
What?
That idea is retro in Russia.
Is that a search term that just came up?
Yep.
Is somebody like having a conversation with Pornhub? Huh.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I got this monster monitor.
Yeah. No, that's Chris. All right. So I was over there. I saw your office. It's real nice. But that's not a monitor, Chris. That's a television.
It's like a monitor.
I mean, kind of. I mean, they're all the same. Like, the only difference between a monitor and a television is that a television has an RF adapter, really.
Yeah, it's 32 inches.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, even like the biggest dedicated computer monitor, like, that Apple sells is only like 30 inches. Those are nice, but they're expensive.
They are.
Yeah. I don't even know. Would you want that to happen to you? Would you like temporarily want to be like our arm leg man? I mean, if it kept you alive.
Yeah, sure. Whatever it takes.
Medicine is weird.
Normally I look for the easy out, but...
Yeah. Well, it's the doctors. And the doctors were like, one of the quotes here at the end is, you don't really want to say to a patient, like, yo, this is like the first time that we've done this particular procedure, so you just got to trust. Like, it's not like the favorite thing for a patient to hear. It's not the favorite thing for a doctor to say, because I think the entire medical profession is propped up on kind of an assumption of competence and experience, when this is like kind of the same group of people that like you need to cut this arm off, you fucker, so they don't cut the wrong arm off.
I don't know.
Hey,
Cole, have we talked about auto brewery syndrome?
Auto brewery syndrome. Is this a condition that is shared by people who work for Sam Adams?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is also known as gut fermentation syndrome.
Okay.
If someone with this eats any sugar or carbohydrates, they immediately feel drunk, or just go straight to hungover.
Ugh.
They often experience severe alcoholic hangovers the morning after they eat a lot of carbs. One victim of this says, I get pounding headaches, severe nausea, occasional vomiting, dehydration, dry mouth, cold sweats, and shaky hands. It was as if I'd been out the previous night and drunk the bar dry, but I hadn't consumed any alcohol.
Is it just because they got weird gut flora or what?
The gut produces ethanol from yeast and other alcohols from metabolizing other bacteria.
Right.
For a long time, the syndrome had terrible impacts on victims' lives, hurting both academic and social living, forcing them to quit their sports, normal daily routines, have health issues, including irritable bowel, chronic fatigue syndrome, depression, and anxiety.
Huh. I mean, couldn't that just be because, like, carbs are, like, crazy bad for you?
I don't know.
Like,
I assume it's because his gut makes hooch.
Yeah, no. Oh, so he'd be like a queen bee in he'd be a queen bee in prison. Like, just hook him up, just like feed him. Everybody feeds them the meatloaf with the bread in it. So they just put in like just they tap his gut, you know, just like they'll put it in there and then take the gut juices out, turn it into prison monster hooch. We got hospital monsters, and we got prison monsters. Chris, I think we're onto something.
Portals or windows into his stomach, like they put in cows for studying how they digest shit.
Oh, like that one portal out in or in that one portal out in hell. No, that one cow out in California.
Yeah.
Ugh. What happened to the world? Like this. Does the human body, like, does life mean nothing? Can't we all just operate under the illusion that our bodies aren't just like an assemblage of meat and like wires? Because that's really all we are, and that is all that this just, man, I can't. I don't know. Like, it's. I mean, I feel like if I go nuts on something that's real carby, I generally feel pretty shitty the next day, but.
Well, yeah, but you don't feel like a massive hangover.
I suppose. Like, have they done... Okay, so I'm asking you questions when you probably haven't read the whole article. I know that. But, like, have they done tests, like, mid-process to see, like... Yeah, because stuff happens to your blood. You get, you know, methanol toxicity in your actual blood. So, like, just, like, you know, feed him a sourdough bread bowl soup with noodles and such, and then just take a sample and see what is up with his blood. Like, is it actual alcohol in there, or is this just hangover like symptoms?
No, it's methanol.
Okay.
He's literally creating alcohol.
Yeah Methanol will mess you up. That's what everything metabolizes to, though. But if you just straight drink it, you'll go blind.
Will you?
Well, yeah that's like wood alcohol is what that is.
Yeah, that'll ruin your day.
Yeah. You don't want to start. You want to work up to that. You want to work up to your wood alcohols. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes when you're drunk, whether it's on bread or on beer, you make mistakes. All right? And some lives are just an accumulation of mistakes. But there are some things you can do to exercise those, Chris. Okay? And by exercise, I mean, you know, just be rid of them. Okay, this is another story from John. I'm being a little bit lazy here. I've got, 20 stories in my pre-pro bank, and I am taken from John because he was nice enough to write in, and this is real strange. So, Chris, if you were with a lady and she got your name tattooed on her, like, I know what I would do, but what would you do?
I would question my choices.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'm the kind of person who is afraid to get a tattoo. I've had an idea in my head for a couple of years of what I would do, but I don't, I probably wouldn't go through with it. Okay. Just because that's real weird. If this happened with me, I'd be like, wow, I don't know if I would want to be with somebody who would tattoo my name on their body. Okay. So that's just kind of the baseline, and I think that you're right, because sometimes stuff like this happens. So there's this lady over in Britain. Her name is Tors Reynolds, which I think might be like a chav version of Tory. Are you familiar with chavs, Chris?
No, I'm not. Okay. What does that mean?
They're like British punks. They walk around happy slapping people.
British hipsters.
No, not even that. Like they're more like they embrace being garbage is what they do. So they walk around happy slapping people and rolling prams out into the street. You know, like okay, so any movie from the 80s where like a street punk was shown. I'm thinking specifically of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, where you had the British punks with the mohawks and such and the colored hair. That's a chav, to my recollection. Okay, so they're out there, they're on the dole, they're leeching off the national health. You know, it's a real mess. Okay. So this woman looks like a chav, and she was in love. She was so in love with her boyfriend, Stuart Chopper May, that she got the following tattooed on her forearm: Chopper's bitch. Okay? In what looks like font that would be on the front of a Mudvayne album. So that's about what we're looking at.
Nice lady, nice girl.
Yeah, nice girl. She's got like a high top fade haircut that is blue, that is drawn back into a dreadlock ponytail. She is rocking it. And like the before picture, like she's looking okay, but sorry. But so she gets this tattooed on her forearm, and some things aren't meant to be. Sometimes Chopper is offered his dream job in Alaska, and you have to see him off. You have to part ways because distance is a terrible thing sometimes, and just kind of like we have to end it. So
like when Radar went home,
exactly. The plane spun in. There were no survivors. You're right. When Radar went home to, was he the one from Toledo? I was talking about the hot dogs.
It was Klinger.
Okay, cool. But Chopper had to go. Tearful airport goodbyes, breaking up. Life. Oh yeah, life goes on. But tours. She saw him later. Still in London or Hertfordshire on Birkfordston. And he was there, and he actually just moved in with another lady. So he faked getting his dream job in Alaska to move in with somebody else, which is a pretty good play. Like, if you could pull that off. I mean, obviously he didn't pull it off. But that tattoo, instead of being a reminder of a short but sweet time of being Chopper's bitch, became like a brand, a mark, a burning emblem of infidelity. Okay? So what does Tours do? Well, she decides to take a scalpel, make a shallow incision around the entire thing, and with tweezers, peel the tattoo off, put it in a jar filled with fake vampire teeth, and then send it to him in the mail.
I actually read about that. I didn't read into detail about it, but I saw that.
Yeah. So they weren't able to get to Chopper for comments because he probably was afraid of being drawn out anymore. The British news media is weird because an American story would probably have like a stock photo at the top of it, or maybe like pull something from her Facebook page, or like here's this lady who looks like a suicide girl. You never believe the one weird trick she used to get back at her cheating boyfriend and his cheating heart. No, like the American news media would do that, but like they've actually gone and there's like a full photo gallery where even though this guy didn't give permission, like it's like I have no comment. Like yeah, okay, we're gonna go get all these photos of you. It just looks like a dude. It looks like a dude you'd see at a mall, but she's just like crazy unhinged off her thing. And also another thing that the American news media wouldn't do is show a gigantic rectangular seeping wound, which is like right at the top of this article on mail, the dailymail.co.uk.
You ever read unsatiable as unstable?
Yeah, I've never read.
It's in my PornMD feed right now.
Unstable.
It's unsatiable, but I read it as unstable.
Okay. Well, first of all, unsatiable isn't a word. Second of all, unstable, I think that like searching for that is like searching for and is always taken away. So unstable, like it's assumed that you're looking for someone unstable.
Heroin withdrawal cuties.
Oh God. This is like the overture is what it is. Like between every story, it's just whenever you're done talking about a thing, you just go back to it and lay down the bass line.
Piss funnel drink.
Oh God.
Extreme prostate mass.
Oh, so if you have an extreme prostate mass, do they just take out your entire lower intestine, attach it to the hospital monster, and then?
No, this guy's playing it like a bagpipe. Actually,
you clicked it?
No.
Okay. Sorry, you just wanted me to think you clicked it. So, I don't know. This picture of the tattoo of this poor woman's epidermis in a jar full of vampire teeth is pretty cool. Like, I could see that backlit on a shelf. I don't know. Chris, do you have a story for me? Or are you just going to keep on these people? Like what you're seeing is okay. So that is the baseline, like, galactic
noise. Who the
noise.
fuck is Cherry Poppins?
That's pretty good. You know what? That sounds like a roller derby name.
Not coming up on the outside. Oh, she's gonna bring a smash.
Yeah,
Cherry Poppins.
It does. That would be a badass roller derby name. You know, I was driving into work the other day, and I thought of I thought of the best roller derby name for a lady, and I did a Google search for it, and like apparently there's a band with this name, so it doesn't hold up. But Tawdry Hepburn.
Oh my God,
that'd be a pretty good roller derby name, right?
Female nipple needle torture.
Oh God, Chris. Like I don't know. Maybe not everybody's like me, but like when I hear something like that, I immediately picture it in my head, like the worst possible version, you know, the broadest possible terms, the most convenient explanation. And I just I don't know if I can do it anymore. I don't know if I can hear this because hearing you say it.
Menstruating dead bride.
Oh, Chris, no.
Cole.
What?
Anyway.
like you figured out how to just like ruin me. Like you can only bend it so much before it breaks. Okay.
Super skull fucked.
Jesus.
What happens then?
Well, I assume there's nothing left.
Like Vegeta on her dome. Good news, colrophobes.
What?
Yeah, that's someone who's afraid of clowns.
Oh, okay. You said the first part of that weird. It sounded like my name.
It did, and that's what it did. A national clown shortage may soon be upon us. It seems that as older clowns are dying, not nearly as many younger clowns are joining the ranks to replace them, leading to a drastic decrease in membership at the country's biggest clown organizations.
Do you have any names for those?
The country's biggest clown organizations.
Do you have any names for those? Like, are there examples? Like the United States, the United Clown College Fund.
There's a Negro Clown College Fund.
Well, that's what I was joking at, but you had to go and say it. So this is a national crisis, Chris. What will come along free with a bounce house rental?
Probably like a loaf of bread,
like a popcorn machine. Oh yeah, okay. Like a popcorn machine's going to make me a. Oh, okay, Chris. Let's patent this. I'm going to edit it out. Popcorn machine that makes balloon animals. Yeah, okay. Popcorn machine attached to a steam calliope that makes balloon animals. Chris, I think we're inventing the Circus Monster. The Circus Monster.
My God, Cole, there's a National Clown Week.
Is there?
Yeah, it was. The joint resolution was signed into law by President Nixon on August 2nd, 1971.
Chris, that's a Pink Floyd lyric. Come on.
August 1st through the 7th.
Okay, so now I know. Oh, that's when the gathering is. Oh, it all comes together.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's when the gathering is?
I think that it is.
Interesting.
Okay, okay, so I need to see this. So the gathering of the Juggalos. There's a picture of Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice at the gathering?
Oh yeah, Vanilla Ice is I was about to say Vanilla Ice is a huge brony, but Vanilla Ice is a huge Juggalo.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Well, I thought he built houses with the Amish on like HDTV.
Nope, he is a Juggalo. So is Tech 9, and Chris, get this. So is Coolio. Coolio.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You're full of it.
I assure you, Coolio has a tattoo on his forearm that is a misspelling of Juggalo with one G, so it looks like it spells Hugalo. Yeah. Charlie Sheen performed at the 2011 event. Oh man! But so that's usually around the time. That is usually around the time where the gathering is around the first week of August, I believe. So that actually might always coincide with National Clown Week. Richard Nixon.
Show me clowns for Jesus. Cultivate learning opportunities to develop and refine Christian clowning skills. Encourage high ethical, professional, and Christian clown standards. Their goal is to promote clowning as a ministry to bring joy and love of Jesus to others.
Okay, my first inclination is that is the weirdest search term you've read yet. Second inclination is that is like the most ingenious way to like create fetishes in young children. Can you make me a balloon Bible? No, a balloon ark. Like okay, so as like performance art / installation, like art installation kind of thing. You get the clown there. You start out with a big wooden boat, and he says, oh, "Hi kids, I'm going to make 2 of every balloon animal," and it's like 5 hours of him filling this boat up. But the thing is, he's using helium balloons, and so as he ties it to it, when he's done, it lifts the boat off and it flies away into the sky or into the nearest power lines.
Unky Cole, we got a trip to take, buddy.
Okay.
To Northbrook, Illinois, March 25th through the 29th, 2014, at the Crown Plaza, the WCA Convention 2014, the World Clown Association Convention 2014, March 25th through the 29th, Northbrook, Illinois, at the Crown Plaza.
Like being embedded journalists in that?
I think we could get like a press pass.
They could probably saying like, "Hey, we're trying to we're trying to spread the word of a dying art. We're trying to get more minds in on the cause. Win people over, right?"
Absolutely. I'm looking at the agenda here. I'm trying to see where we need to.
Okay, so we got to schedule it out because you have to make sure. Like you have to look at what rooms they are because sometimes they don't tell you, but like it's in like a satellite convention center for the next one. So if you're leaving one session at like 2:05 because they ran over, you don't want to walk into how to stop a kid from crying with Ether 101 late because you're going to miss the various causes of that crying. So look at the agenda.
We could probably roll in on Tuesday, like 2:15, maybe split up, maybe together. I don't know. Watch Molly Skittles Kleeman do a little bit of a presentation on making mouth coils the easy way.
Okay. So are they eldritch monstrosities? Like, are these like Cthulhu people running around in skin suits? Because mouth coils sounds like something you'd find on a sea creature.
We're going to want to get pretty hammered before the dealer show, because I'm sure that there's a lot of novelties that would be enjoyed best that way.
Okay. like should we just like drop DMT into our eyeballs?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just liquid acid on a tampon right in her ear.
You're right.
Oh man,
it's the best way to do it. What else? What else we got? Like,
we're gonna probably hit up 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday Paula Stickers Biggio doing a face painting for fun and profits.
For fun and profits. Everything you needed to know about face painting, but we're afraid to ask. Like, what's with these titles?
Lee Jugs Mullally
Oh.
at 1:30 on Wednesday is doing a What Does This Prop Do? Bend over and I'll show you.
Oh, and then the keynote the keynote presentation is Carrot Top bench pressing Bozo the Clown's casket.
Right? It doesn't seem as though there's a group skit competition after dinner. A jam session. People just clowning around.
Yeah. No, with like improvised circus instruments.
4:30 p.m. on Thursday, Barry Grandma Lubin is doing a...
His nickname is Grandma?
Yeah. Cross-dressing clown. Business for clowns.
Oh, so you just like how to follow your 1099s. You know,
An introduction to bozo economics.
is that seriously the subtitle
No,
for it?
that's not what it says.
Okay. You know, I'm of the Chicago School of Clowning.
Friday, 9 o'clock, posing for pictures and working with the media.
There are conventions for weirder things. Okay, nope. I couldn't get through it. Because there has to be conventions, right? Like, you don't get a group of high flying, freewheeling renegades like clowns on the same page about their presentation without there being some kind of centralized governing body. They have to get together and share best practices, or else it's going to be mayhem. That's how mimes happened. You know, 1 year
9 in the morning. We're gonna need to be up on Saturday, March 29th, to have Randy Munson, Roy's brother, teach us a class on ventriloquism for dummies and those who have a hand in making them talk.
Oh God, ventriloquism for dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that very much falls into the camp of like you only have like I think that people only groan at puns because they're angry they didn't come up with them first. That's pretty good.
There's an awards banquet. Yeah, it ends at like 10 when they do the worship service on Sunday.
When they worship Count Clownula. Well, when did you say this was? This is August?
No, March.
March? Oh, wow.
25th through the 29th. It's rapidly upon us.
Yeah, I think we missed the early sign up. But if we get a press badge, it'd be fine. Where's it held?
That is in Illinois. North Havenbrook. No, Ogdenville.
Okay, yeah, Aurora. There we go.
No, Northbrook.
Northbrook? Okay.
I was naming places that had monorails. My bad.
Yeah, it put them on the map.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
Hey, Cole, what can they do?
I was about to ask you, hey, Chris, can I tell them what to do?
Tell them.
Well, you can engage with us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Those Damn Ross Kids. Let's get that like count up, people. We want people to like this S. But other than that, there is a large and illustrious back catalog of episodes for you to listen to as you're waiting for your fix next week. As you heard, a couple of our stories were submitted by one of our listeners. Thanks again, John. Both of those... Oh, crap. 1 second. Oh, boy. What did I do? Am I still recording? Yes. Okay, cool. Also, can we hire a competent engineer? No. But a couple of those stories. Thanks, John, for sending those in. If you want to hit that up, it is either the Facebook group or the contact page, Duckfeed.tv/contact. Can't hurt to send them over. Sometimes, we don't get to them in an episode. Add them to the bank and bring them up later. But yeah. That is one of those things. Let me think here. We don't usually talk about other shows on here, but as of the time this is coming out, there is going to be some stuff happening on Bonfireside Chat because Dark Souls 2 has just come out, so we're going to be starting that. That is a huge network event as we begin bringing guests on to talk about Dark Souls 2 area by area. In addition to that, if you like this kind of like goofy off-topic kind of stuff that we do, there's something similar to that in Abject Suffering, which is a video game podcast where we don't really talk about video games. We just start with a bad game and then go wherever our hearts take us. Chris, we talked about Captain Skyhawk a little while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a pretty good game.
I remember it.
Yeah, we own that. But otherwise, iTunes ratings and reviews. If there's a review that you see that you like, hit the thumbs up, and that'll help it rise to the top. And yeah, did I miss anything, Chris?
No, you got it.
Cool. Sorry, America.
Sorry, America.